questions, and we took 40 minutes. I knew it. I didn't even get to ask y'all.
I'm gonna just keep it real. It's because like they getting serious about it. You feel me?
Yeah.
They getting serious about these questions. You feel me? Let's just vibe for real, ladies. You feel me? You feel me?
Next question.
Yeah, next
No.
Hey, yeah,
Next question. Yo, not could answer next
because
one.
you lagged out.
yeah.
Hold on, because you lagged out, did that mess up the footage?
No, it's cool though. It's already saved on my stream already. It's good. It's good.
All right,
It's already
cool.
saved.
Just making sure.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, dang, what's your name again with the green background,
Yo,
bro?
can answer the next one.
What's your name
Yo-yo.
again?
Yeah,
Yo-yo. I'm gonna ask you, bro, the question. You remember the question?
Yeah.
Yo-yo.
No, you lagged out the question.
Okay. Like, you think?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think while being in a relationship, you could be friends with the opposite sex with another person in a relationship?
Of course, hell yeah.
You say yeah. Why you think so?
Yeah, as long as you're not fucking on the side, you chilling.
Tell him, yo, tell him how it is.
Chillin'.
I'm saying, what you want to be friends, Saja?
Yeah, I like to hear it. Come on, side.
So yes or no?
But look, let's run the tensions.
No. Also, real stuff though. Like, come on, like my boy Yo-Yo, he ain't play around. You feel me? He'll fly you out Clover House. You feel me? He'll get you right. He'll feed you. You feel me? Do whatever you need. He gonna fly you out.
Y'all try to
Do you
go a
live in a
little
Clover House
more.
for real, bro? Do you live in a Clover House?
That seems like more than friends. I don't know.
Exactly.
Gang.
About this too. Because let's ask the question there. When a dude flies the girls out, is he expecting more than a friendship? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If it happens, it happens.
Why would he fly you out to be your friend? That don't make sense unless he knew you for a long time. That don't make sense. Yo, y'all.
Listen. We can all agree. You feel me? We're content creators. It's just for the content. You feel me?
Not everybody's content creator here. Not everybody's a content creator. Nah.
Well, it's just for the content.
Next question.
All right, next question. This is a real one. This is for the gentleman in. Y'all can just say a number at the same time, okay? Y'all don't all have to go down the line. Everybody just give a answer to this. All right, man and woman. How much do you think the man should spend on the first date? Just throw a number out, ladies. Everybody.
I'm telling y'all. Let me say something. If y'all say any outrageous number, you're cooked.
If we're older, yeah, I'm gonna expect you to pay a little bit more. Like the average date's gonna be
Don't say average.
at least minimum $3. Minimum
$300. More than $400 in this economy.
$400, damn nigga.
Because you gotta remember,
$400 on the first date. On the first date.
That's the max. 400 is the max.
Okay. Let me say something.
You're going out to eat. You're paying for gas. Like realistically, going out to eat, you're paying for gas, and you're doing an activity in this economy.
Okay.
and drinks is $20 each one. So 20, 40, 60, $60, $120 minimum for 6 drinks.
Okay,
total
so
3 and 3.
So let me say something. Let me say something though. You feel me? As the young man that me and Yo-Yo are, I'm just saying, like, if we drop in like $600 on a date, like, we gonna get something in return, right?
Yeah.
Why would you expect that?
Because women, you can expect that when women can 9 times out of 10 be in a relationship with somebody who could provide that and more without being expecting, like.
Okay. So let me say something now. Right? So you want somebody that can provide for you and do all this for you, right?
Sure, but I can do it for myself. But most women can't.
I. So if you could do it for yourself, how about you pay for the first date?
Yeah.
Because you
How about that?
If you want to get to know me, no.
If I ask a man out for the first date and I say, hey, I have an idea, I'm taking the initiative, I'm gonna be the one to do the date, then I pay for it because I have the money to do so. But if a man says, hey, I'm asking you out and I want you to be the woman, then he should be covering the date and he shouldn't be expecting.
How often have you?
Because we're not expecting that.
I feel like if he planned a date, he should pay. I feel like if
and
he
be
planned a date, he should pay.
respectful. At the end of the day, if you
Exactly.
want to pay for a woman's food,
But
and
you're the
time,
one
then
that wanted to take me out on a date.
you want an after night worker. You don't want a girlfriend.
But you're not even gonna give us like you're not even gonna give us like a little kiss or something like
Yeah.
A kiss,
Thing is,
if it's reasonable, then yeah, a little
If
smooth.
we feeling the vibe,
If we vibing, maybe.
Sorry, I
if
couldn't
we
hear.
feeling the
What money you
vibe.
you know?
I'll kiss on the
Like this,
first
she's not
date, but
attracted. I haven't spent no $400 on a date before, and all this. Like, well, it has
He
to be
said that's
this
the
and this.
max.
The whole point of a date is for me to get to know you. It's not about the location. Everything else is extra.
Yeah.
If we really about trying to get to know one another, we could sit in a park and be chilling and talking to
Exactly.
one
I
another.
agree with that too. I actually prefer that. I prefer
Now,
that at
open
22
date-
years old. I usually only go after men that are making money because I make money. I date men in my tax bracket or higher. I actually prefer to sit at a park or a coffee shop and get to know one another than be at a very fancy date.
Hold on, let me.
But at
Hold
the
on,
end of the
let me
day,
cook.
I'm just saying, realistically, a number $400 is not that bad.
You're not-
Like, not.
Let him cook. Let
You're
him
not letting me
cook.
cook. At the end of the day,
okay,
a date-
but
Let him
It's
cook.
about me and you getting to know one another. Everything else is extra. But when girls are like, "Oh, it needs to be this amount," oh, it's my money, my wallet, my choice. I don't understand why you're able to dictate how much I spend. That's crazy.
okay,
You know,
no, but listen, Spidey. Listen, Spidey. I feel like
Hold on, I'm not finished. Brother. I'm not finished, brother. Let me finish. If it's all about getting to know one another, money should not be a factor. Now, if we're together, that's different. But if I'm getting to know you, you're a
But-
fucking stranger.
Also,
can
if
go-
I peep that, like you're trying to not spend, or I peep that you're trying to like play the game and you're not trying to spend, or you're like wanting a little bit after, or you're not willing to
That's
be an
cap.
actual person with me, then no.
No, Adrian, look. The whole first of the day. Look, let me say
We
something.
dating people in our tax bracket.
No, it's
period.
not
If
that.
you don't
Look.
I'm
wanna
gonna
date-
say this real quick. I'm not gonna lie. You know
If you're
what?
being a cheap ass, no, fuck
No,
that.
what? No.
Sorry.
Y'all are really changing the way. Y'all
You
are
broke.
really changing. No, y'all are changing the way I think. Y'all changed the way me and you think. And honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I'm gonna let the woman dictate how much money I spend, but it really just all depends on how good she looked that night.
You're not dictating on what a person is spending because, like I said, if at the end of the day I have my own money and my man could have his own money, but at the end of the day, if I'm dating somebody and I'm getting to know somebody, I wouldn't mind going to Dollar Tree. Sometimes it also just depends on how a man is creative with it. If a man don't have a lot of money, I'm not expecting him to spend $400. You asked an amount. They asked an amount. I said $400 max. If we're going on a nice day, realistically thinking of gas that they're spending, food that they're spending, and an activity, maximum $400.
Okay, let Faye say something. Let
But
Faye.
realistically, a date could be like $200. Going to Dave and Buster's like $50-$60. Food,
Okay.
if you go to
Can we go to-
Chili's,
can we
like
go to
$60 a piece. Gas is gonna be $40. Like, so that already gets you at like $200 right there. So I said 400 max. That's not bad because you asked for a number. Realistically, it's not about dictating somebody's pockets because at the end of the day, if a man don't got it like that, then again, dating your tax bracket. But if you don't have it like that, you can go to Dollar Tree, spend $5, go get some paint and little wood things, and go to the park. And that could be a $10 date. That's memorable and creative.
Or honestly,
Like, nobody's saying nothing about dictating nobody's wallet.
honestly, I'm gonna just be real. Honestly, I'm still
What
just
if you don't-
gonna spend.
Also, I'm gonna judge you if
spend the
you're not
amount
taking initiative
just
to
about
even
how
make a
much you
date.
look.
I'm gonna judge you if you're
I'm
not
just
taking
gonna-
initiative
about
to
the
have
power.
a plan. If you don't have a plan, that's kind of weird. What?
That feel like they should be able to dictate certain aspects of a relationship also want a man to court like it's like 1903. I'm very confused.
You're leading.
Like,
You're leading. If you're not planning the date, you're not leading.
I appreciate what Faith said because Faith was right on. Because at the end of the day, Rainey did ask for a particular price, and
Yeah.
she did mention like, what she was trying to express. So I appreciate that she broke that down. But at the end of the day, if we live in a supposed society where women make money and men make money, the whole courting idea of a man being the one that initiates doesn't make sense to me because we're not in a traditional system anyway. You can do whatever the fuck you
That
want. I can
depends
do
what
whatever
type
the
of
fuck I want.
relationship you're looking for. You want a traditional or you want someone that's not traditional? That again goes in your dating profile. What are you looking for?
Like,
So don't get mad when someone that's more traditional and expecting that and you're not it.
Much money you make, so I don't understand that statement of being within your tax bracket. It doesn't matter if you rich or poor. If we like each other, we like each other. So trying to put a number or tax bracket idea into the idea of dating is why relationships don't work. Because everybody focus on money and not love and relationship and connection. That's why everything's all fucked up.
Okay,
Everybody's
because
focusing on money.
being married is a contractual agreement. 9 times out of 10, most marriages end in divorce because of finances. I said realistically, if you are complaining about spending $400 maximum on a date, then dating your tax bracket.
No. Can I say something? No, Faith. Let me precious. Let me say something, y'all.
The tax bracket got to be love. If you care about somebody, you care about somebody. My father made no money.
That's very true. But I'm saying you should date in your educational bracket. You shouldn't date somebody that doesn't have emotional intelligence and can't comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah, Faith, say something. Faith, say something. Let Faith talk.
Wait.
Let Faith talk.
Rainy, let me talk.
Yeah.
Let me talk. I've been rich and I've been broke. My experience so far, at my age, they treat you better when you're broke, when you're dead broke.
She's crying for help.
Okay,
She's crying for help.
but let me say something. Let me say something though. I just honestly, I feel like if you look good, you get spent on more money. But yo, whatever.
You just want to
All the
say
niggas
something.
muted.
Nigga, if you ugly, you get a McDonald's, my nigga. If you ugly, you get a McDonald's.
But why are we going on dates with women that we want to take to McDonald's and that are ugly? Why would you want to
If you don't violate that,
You should have known she was ugly by the picture. You should have known she was ugly from the get-go.
She's ugly.
Some girls are catfish with that makeup on.
There's niggas that be catfishing. There's
That
niggas
makeup.
going out with her.
Yeah, they want that makeup. They got that makeup on. Catfishing.
Let me
you
say
gotta
something.
think about it though. No, you gotta think about it. As a lawyer, gonna date down or up? She's gonna want someone that's providing essentially everything that she's already doing for herself. If she's getting
but guess
her lips done, or she's doing her med spa stuff, if she's going on 2, 3, 4, 5 vacations a year, she's gonna want someone probably in her tax bracket or a little bit higher, just because she's not gonna want to be the fucking wallet for her partner.
That's
Yes,
wild.
she can.
I was saying.
She can help
That's not a
him. She can
relationship.
help him
That's you
up.
being a parent.
She can help him up. She can help
When
him
it's
up.
reverse,
But at the same time,
I don't give a fuck about utility. Y'all care about this money aspect. Again, if you care about each other, I'm there for you where I can. At the end of the day,
a specific number.
at the end of the day, and you gotta
We
support
talking
one.
about the first date though, y'all.
I'm just be real. I'm just
This is like getting to know you first date.
Are we okay with that right now? Are we okay with
Hey, look, I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. At the end of the day, play is play, nigga. Play.
I don't think y'all understanding this. Look, ladies, and everybody.
Okay, you got no money.
Wait.
Pull, nigga, the pull is pull.
Yeah, y'all. I think y'all not understanding this. This is what y'all not understanding. We're saying, I'm asking y'all ladies, how much do y'all expect on the first date, right? Y'all saying crazy numbers like $400, $600, whatever, right? I understand.
I didn't say. I said $400 maximum from an economic standpoint.
Okay, I got you.
Minimum $30. A minimum of $30.
Wait. I get that. Let's say that the guy do spend $400 on the first date. You don't know where that's gonna go. Maximum. You might not even like the guy for the second date. He just wasted his whole money on you for no reason.
If that's the case,
he wasted his whole money.
That's part of dating.
You can decide. You can say, "Hey, I can pick up the tab and I can walk away." Because the woman might not like the guy. It can go both ways.
She's not doing that. Let's be honest. She's not doing that. Let's be honest.
Let me pick up the tab and walk away. But that's the thing. We keep giving hypotheticals, but everybody is so different. You can't really
Most
dictate
women are not
on what
picking up the tab, though.
everybody's
Most
doing.
women are not picking up the tab and say, "I'm gonna pay for it."
That's what you think, but we only know what's on social media. There's a small amount of people on social
I'm
media.
capping. Tasia, you're not doing that either. I'm not capping.
If I don't like if we go on a date and you was cool over text and you was cool over talking and we go on our first date and the tab comes up to like $50, $60, okay? Because I'm not going to no crazy expensive place. Like I said, she got her tax bracket. My tax bracket is a little different, okay? So I'm tea for you, honey. But if we go somewhere and you're in the person vibe is different than what it is over text messages and over talking, I'm gonna be like, look, baby, I can pay for half of this, because at the end of the day, a lot of guys are doing that. A lot of guys are doing that nowadays where a lot of guys are doing that nowadays, where they will get mad at a girl and be like, "Oh, so you're like we've seen the videos. Oh, so you're coming home with me? No, then pick up the check.
No, listen.
Oh, so you doing this with me? No, so pick up the check. Like what? So as a girl nowadays, we have to be financially prepared ourselves.
Yo, women
And
don't
as
deserve.
women, never go with just a little lip gloss in your purse. Always have you a little money on Cash App or a little cash in your hand.
No, listen, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Women don't deserve to work. They need to be paid minimum wage. Women do not deserve to work. They belong in the kitchen.
Bro, who? Wait, you just came out here trolling, bro.
Yo,
what? What?
I gotta sit there and make
Yo,
this
who are you
sandwich,
for
bro.
right now?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all housewives.
Yusuf in the chat. Give me some.
What? Women don't deserve to work. What? What do you mean? Especially in this.
This is involved in a interesting conversation.
Yeah.
No, I'm
We're
gonna
not
be
talking
real.
about
I'm gonna be real. As the, you feel me, the content creator and the young man I'm trying to become with these talks. I don't want my woman to work at all. You feel me? I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna get her nails done. I'm gonna get her toes done. I'm gonna get her hair done. I'm gonna get her
You
clothes
didn't mean
done.
it like that.
What you mean by that? What you mean by
No,
that?
I said they don't deserve to work. They're like subhuman.
He's
Whoa.
young. He'll learn.
got
He's
it.
young. He'll learn. He's young right now. He's excited
The
and
next
shit. He
troll.
wants to have.
No, I'm joking. Nah, but I wouldn't make my wife work unless she wants to.
We're not talking about working. Get him up on the question before he gets to join in the chat. Before you get booted.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What is the first? Okay, basically, we just explaining how much you should spend on the first day
Next
on a woman. But we can
question.
go on the next question though.
What's the first one?
We can go on the next one though. We can go on the
Next question.
All right, next question.
All right. And wait, how old are you, anyways? With the blonde hair, how old are you, bro?
14.
Bro, you gotta get out of here. You 14?
You're not 14.
Bro, I'm finna say, bro. He said, I'm finna say, you gotta get out of here, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, you a kid. Get out of here. What, be for real. How old are you for real, bro?
Yeah.
How old did you
We're
look?
not finna do the guessing game because you just came randomly. I didn't know who you was, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Not in the rude way, but how old are you, bro?
No, I'm 20.
Fresh out of high
Are you
school.
20? He's 20.
That's what they look like.
Okay, he's 20. I'm like, you
Yeah,
can't be
I'm 20.
14. You can't be 14.
Fresh out of
No,
high school.
You look.
Yeah, you look older
All
though.
right.
But I was
Next
gonna,
question.
now this is thing now. Okay. And I don't know if you ever I talked to Black Spidey about this. And I know some of y'all women, raise your hand if you have kids. Raise your hand. Any woman here have kids?
I'm a pet
You got kids?
Faith, you don't have
Shawty, you
kids.
got
I'm a
kids?
pet
I'm not
I
talking
don't know how
about
to take care of
pets.
them.
I'm not talking about pets.
Oh,
Okay, so
Talking about
Wait, you guys
physical
got kids?
baby.
Wait, y'all got
Elijah, what a baby at?
y'all got kids on bro?
yeah.
What a baby at? What a baby at?
I respect you. I ain't
Out the
gonna lie.
door.
I respect you. I mean,
how old are they?
Okay, no details. Next question.
Wait. I have to. This is the question. That's the whole point of me asking who got kids. So we
Okay.
can ask the question. Now, for the gentleman or any woman, but I'm gonna ask the gentleman in here because we got a couple guys in here.
For the first
What
time.
do you? What are your views on dating a woman with kids? Do you think it's a good thing for men to do, or you think it's not a thing that a man should do? You don't think men should date women with kids? What are y'all like views on that?
It just depends. It depends on the person's
tried,
preference.
bro.
If you
prefer-
like in a
I
mature
tried.
way, if you want to be honest, it doesn't really matter. But it's all it's the person's preference. If he wants to find a woman with kids, then I mean, if he doesn't want to marry a woman with kids, then it's his choice.
It definitely matters
What would
because
you do,
if
Rainy?
you're in
Rainy, what would you do?
Let Black Spidey. I asked after Black Spidey say. What you gotta say, Black Spidey? Because I already been through this situation
So
before.
I've dated 3 single moms. They were all nice people. They were really respectful. The issue was, and it always will come up, is the baby daddy. And you will eventually have to step up as that child's father or father figure in some way, shape, or form. The mother will be tired. She's not going to be able to go out all the time. She's not going to want to do fun things all the time. Sometimes she's going to want to sleep. Sometimes she's going to want to rest, and you have to be aware of that. You can't just be like, "Oh, let's go do this." Sometimes that we got to go to pick up the kid and play with her child. And you have to understand that, you're pretty much in a pre-made family. A lot of dudes
gang, fries.
He said pre-made
I'm
family.
gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna
Anywho,
keep it a stack, gang. I'm gonna keep it a stack. If she got a kid,
Yo, can I just say this and finish, bro?
Yeah, let him finish.
Please.
Let him finish.
Yeah. Let him finish.
At the end of the day, dating a single mother isn't bad. It's just that if you're a man that isn't ready for a family, it's not going to work. Because you got to take into consideration, she's not just a single girl that's going to have time to do a whole bunch of shit. Single mothers aren't bad. They're not. It's just there's a lot of complications. And if you're not the man that's ready to take on that responsibility, you shouldn't be messing with them. That's all I was going to say.
Well said.
I'm said. Keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Spider nigga.
He said spider nigga.
I think he pillow talking, gang.
Yeah, like what are you talking about,
think
spider
he's
nigga?
pillow
What
talking.
are you talking about? He's a person, bro.
What are you talking about?
I bet I think he pillow
What are
talking
you
too. Now that I
talking
realize it.
about?
No, but
What are you guys
on a real note,
I mean, you see that?
I'm gonna just be real. If she has like a few little jits running around the crib, I don't really care personally. As long as
You was
feel me?
crazy. I thought it was
As long
one or
as
two.
I get some kids too, you feel me? I can have some kids of my own. You feel me? I can get it some of that. You feel me? Just a little spice it up. You feel me?
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Mia's like, what the heck? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Imagine a woman, she already has 4 kids, and you want to have kids with the woman. That's double amount of your kids. You might want to see kids with her. You got 6 kids now.
I ain't gonna lie.
Them kids
I ain't gonna lie.
better not get
Just let me have one. Just let me have one. You feel me? Just let me have one of my own little. You feel me? One of my own little shits.
Are you
And we
going to be
gonna
able to
good.
handle being a stepdad first?
Yeah, stepdad.
Gang, I'm the one coming in that relationship for her.
about being
Are you going to be able to financially provide? Are you going to be there? Are you going to be able to
Gang.
provide for the family?
Gang, let me say something real quick. I'm Clover. I provide every day.
Yo, listen though.
Provide for her.
Would y'all let the new man beat your kids?
Oh, that's a good question. Would you?
That is a good question. That's a great question.
Like, be honest. Are you letting me put belts?
No.
I mean,
you want them to step up, so I mean, they're gonna have to get, chastised. Do you want them?
If they're married, sure. But even then, discipline maybe verbally, but not physically.
So what you tell me? So what you telling me is you want your kid to grow up soft? I mean, that's okay. But me personally, I'm beating him, gang.
Yo,
I'm beating him, gang.
What if your kids
Emotionally intelligent.
What if they get what if they start going through puberty and they start getting going to the gym and shit and they start trying to beat on everybody, start beating on their parents.
They start beating on you.
That's what I'm saying, gang.
Yeah.
Those are certain situations. Those are certain situations. And if
I'm not gonna lie,
that's
I gonna lie.
needed,
Bro, Black Spidey, you're immature. Yes, I'm gonna get that out the way.
I mean, I got a kid of my own, gang.
I have your opinion, but the child needs discipline. I don't know how that's immature, but
Wait, how's that immature though? Because he what? That don't make sense. How?
He's pillow talking.
He's pillow talking with a
pillow
spider
talking. We know who he's talking about.
How is he pillow talking?
he just don't.
He
All
just
right,
answer-
Carter.
He's not pillow talking. He's just answering the questions the way you want to answer the questions. You just came
No,
out.
I'm answering the question. Which is at the end of the day, the child needs discipline. And if you're in a relationship with a girl and you got to be the stepfather and she won't allow you to do that, that relationship probably isn't going to work too hot. Because like you said, if the kid wants to start being physically abusive, you're not going to be able to defend yourself. So how the fuck is that me talking?
no, that's different. That's different. If the child is getting a little bit,
two different things.
I'm not talking to you ladies. I'm talking to the nigga down there that want to start shit. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to him.
He's speaking to Philly, buddy.
Chat getting on you. They say you 15, bro. Chat say you're 15. Chat say you act like you 15
years old.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah,
you said he's 15?
They say you 15 in the chat.
Nah. Yusuf not 15.
Okay, cool. They say you act 15. That's what they saying.
Yeah.
All right, so can we go to the next question?
All right, next question, because I didn't want it to get heated about that. All right.
I still love the kids regardless. I got one myself. You feel me?
All right. This is a simple one. This is not nothing too harsh. When do you think it's a great time to start posting your other partner you're in a relationship? When do you think it's okay? It could be the first month. It could be 6 months. When?
I know the answer to this.
Yeah, you're in a relationship.
Let me say it here. Let me just say this here. For all you ladies out here that want to get posted on my Instagram, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can post you because like you feel me. What if there's like you feel me some little shit going on? Feel me? I don't want to say too much. Never mind.
You cheating on your girl?
say
You
six
gotta say you
knows.
cheating on your girl because you got a girlfriend. You said. Yeah.
Whoa. Gang.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
gang. No.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait.
Hello.
Who's
On
that,
the
your
live
girlfriend?
stream is crazy.
You
Yeah,
good?
that's crazy.
You good? Yeah. Do I be posting you and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. Chat. I ain't gonna lie. I was just cap. I was just cap for you ladies out here. You feel me? I was just cap. Feel me? I was just trying to lie to y'all. I was just trying
I
to lie.
wouldn't post my man until I feel like honestly at this point in my
Got a
life,
ring.
I'm probably not posting no man until I have a ring on my finger and I'm about to be engaged to marry. I don't think I'm posting none of my men. First off, evil eye. Second off, people are weird and strange. Third off, I really don't care. Even with the T app, I feel like that's how it really even started in the first place. Just stop posting your people.
Okay, but
Wait,
I
let me
feel
ask-
like you. I feel like you should just have some faith in your person.
Yeah,
What you so
100%. But
worried
like, it's
about?
not about just your person either. I feel like for me, like, I just value privacy. So I
You're
feel
insecure.
like for me,
You're insecure, gang. You're insecure, gang. I'll just keep it a stack.
insecure,
you might
insecure
be-
where?
Wait, how is
You might be
that
listen.
fair?
I feel like
Confused.
if, yeah, you might be saying that now. I don't disagree with it, but if you really like so in love with them, I think you're gonna end up posting them low key.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
Yeah, when you have a ring.
It's a
When you have a
possibility.
ring.
But 9 times out of 10, if I have a ring on my finger and I'm engaged to marry, that's when I'll post my man. That's not being insecure. That's valuing your privacy. Point blank.
It
Period.
depends if
I
she
And
use
that's
a ring though.
mature.
Together
And
for
that's
a
a
long
book.
time.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
also
long
setting
time.
a boundary. Like you don't have to set your whole
If
life
we've been
on,
in a relationship for a
on the
long
internet.
time, then at the end of the day, I feel like 9 times out of 10, like if I've been in a relationship with someone for multiple years or whatever the case may be, then if I want to post, it's going to be very private. It's not going to be on public, especially if I'm a content creator. It's not going to be public. It's going to be very private. Only a very few people would know about my relationship. It's just how I feel like how I want to move now because I have had relationships where I've posted and it's not a big deal, but I feel like ultimately you're inviting other people into your life, into your relationship, into other aspects, especially when you're a content creator, which I feel like we kind of all here are. So I kind of
Okay. So let me say something. So let me say something. You don't want people to, you feel me, be all up in your life and stuff, right? Why the fuck is
For
you
the
doing
most part.
OnlyFans then, gang? Why are you doing OnlyFans then, gang? You
Who does
showing your whole
OnlyFans?
body,
Who
you
does
show your ass,
OnlyFans?
you show your everything.
Who does OnlyFans? Who does
I'm gonna just
OnlyFans?
keep it a stack. I would just keep it a
I
stack.
thought we already
Harder.
talked about this. Nobody's doing that in this chat.
We already answered
We
that.
had one girl.
That's fine.
Well, we had one girl.
Yeah,
She was selling her. She sell her body or something on the side. I guess one girl, but she left. So I can talk my crap now.
I got a question.
But besides that, I'm gonna ask Diamond and Mia because y'all really haven't said no. What about you, Diamond? What can you say? Because you're on mute too, Diamond. What can you say about that?
She been on mute the entire time, gang.
Yeah, she's talking to chat or something. She kind of laggy waggy a little bit.
I would. Yeah, I'm like a little bit, but for me personally, I rather keep my relationship private, just because I'm first of all, I'm building all my social medias, so I don't want my.
I want to keep you private.
Upon a relationship,
You can sound like
but it's not like I would be hiding my partner or anything like that. Like I might here and there, unless it's like official. Like I'm just gonna pop out married one day. Like I don't care if my partner posts me, but based upon what I'm trying to do with my social medias, I'm not just gonna be posting my relationship everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, gang.
Yeah, that makes
I'm gonna
perfect
do
sense.
whatever
Though.
I'm gonna do whatever my girl tell me.
What can you say, Mia? What about you, Mia? And I'm gonna ask you, Cheeto, too. What about you, Mia? Can you say?
Yo, can I ask a question?
Yeah, after she answered, then yeah, Mia, what can you say?
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. I think it's solely dependent on the
beautiful.
person. I also think that you know, it's
She
just
beautiful.
dependent on the. Oh, thanks. It's just dependent on the person, and just whatever they want to do personally. Yeah.
Hey, why you complimenting her? Don't you got a girl, bro? You gotta chill out, bro. Like, dang, bro, chill out. You got a whole woman, bro. Like, why?
I don't know what you talk about. I didn't even say that. That wasn't me.
Okay.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah, that is crazy work. Cheeto, what can you say, Cheeto?
Huh?
I don't think I ever posted anyone until it came to like my baby's father, and like someone said, being like a content creator, there's people that will try to go to the other person just because they're cute and follow them and try to shoot their shot no matter what, you know? So that's a big thing why I wouldn't post anyone anymore nowadays that, you know, the content creation thing. And then I would, like, if I was, like, serious with a guy, I would post him. And I'm not going to say I would expect to get posted back, but I am going to post you. I'm proud of what I got. You're not doing me wrong.
No, that's good shit.
We
That's
good, you know?
I like that. I like that answer. I'm gonna be honest with you. If my woman being loyal to me and whatever, I'm posting her for sure. But I don't want to tag her because I don't want people to be trolling in her comment section, doing weird stuff. So just protecting our relationship.
Yeah. Exactly.
I will post her though. I will post her.
That's the part. Like, there's people that will do that.
Yeah, I will protect her.
Exactly.
I'm not tagging her though. She ain't getting no
So
tag.
I'm confused on how that's insecure when we all end up at the same agreement.
Yeah, I don't think it's insecure. I don't think it is. I don't think you're being insecure about it.
It's not insecure at all.
It's exactly safe.
It's a safety net, bro. That's what I believe. I don't think that's being insecure at all.
You're just trying to make sure that what's yours is yours and nobody trying to mess with yours.
It ain't even about your guy. It ain't even about your girl. It ain't even about your guy. It's about the people that will try to do some shit. Just for shits and giggles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got one more question. It's not gonna always be about relationship. I got one good thing too. This is the next question for everybody. All right. Let me see. Do you think it's okay for your partner to go through your phone, check each other's phones, ladies and gentlemen? Raise a hand. Matter of fact, raise a hand if you think it's okay to check through the partner's phone. Raise a hand. Raise a hand.
Absolutely.
All right. For the people who
You
don't,
really I think that's a trust. You go through the phone.
Absolutely.
Oh, so everybody. That's
why not?
The first phone, the second phone, the third phone, the hidden phone, all the phones.
You don't want your girl doubting you, bro.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, that's different.
I'm not raising my hand, gang.
He's not raising hand. You know what's so
I
funny?
think that's a trust thing. That's everybody, like, if you're in a relationship, I feel like
As long as
both
you're not
partners should
hiding
have
anything.
their passwords. Both people should have their be transparent and both have passwords. You don't have to necessarily look every fucking day. It's just to have it. You don't have to look at it all the time, but you do have it just in
But there's
case.
some
Whatever.
people in their relationships, they freak out when a person's just going to the Maps app or something or Spotify. So I think it's just a trust thing, period. Like, if you can't have your partner's PIN and passcode and just go in there
As long as
and
you're not
without
hiding
all
anything.
freaking out, like, there's something is wrong.
If they're
I think
freaking
that's
out for
okay.
you looking at their phone, then there's no trust and the relationship is done.
Aren't there videos of people
You're
in the
trying to
street
go
getting
through
their
their
phones
phone,
checked?
going on Google search,
You're not
and they
hiding
freak out.
nothing.
I'm
It
like,
shouldn't be an issue.
Y'all should be so close that like you guys don't even really care about looking through each other's phones.
That
You
was
gotta
the
trust each
point.
other that
You
much.
have it though. It's transparency. You have the trust.
you
you have
can
the
have- you should-
passwords,
that-
but doesn't mean you look
like-
every day.
Yeah, you should have like the passwords, like, cause not specifically to look, but like if they say no to the passwords, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
like
it makes sense
are
though.
you
Yeah.
guys something.
I'm surprised y'all all
There's
answer the
like,
same.
why can't you?
I'm surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that y'all answer the same question the right way because it's not really a wrong or right answer. In
The
my opinion.
password, I don't necessarily think that's true though. Like, for example, there's certain stuff that like I have like old family photo, or like say for example, like when I was younger, I had braces. I look real crazy. Like I have pictures and stuff that I just want to hold for myself. Period. And it's not even nothing bad. It could just be embarrassing. I just be really goofy. Sometimes I don't want other people to see that. Sometimes I might only want my friends to see that, or not like my partner. But I feel like it just depends. It just depends on
I mean, your
certain things.
partner-
Or I could say you can have the password, but just don't go deep enough to see all my silly shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. What about if
should
they
be
have
more-
a business
hold on,
phone? What if they got a business phone, gang?
Same shit. I said all the phones.
Same
The hidden
shit.
phone, all the
Yeah,
phones.
good. You come on, damn, gang. You just want money, gang. You money hungry. I'm gonna keep it stuck with you, bro. You money hungry. You trying to know what they got in his pockets and stuff? Like, slow down. You don't need to
Also,
always be all
be
up in my
wary-
business, shorty.
Be wary of the man that says yes too, because the man might have a second or third or fourth phone, because you never know.
And
And
or they're
sometimes they
really
do.
deleting stuff all
could be
the time.
hiding
And
it.
be like, here you go.
And if the phone's clean, sometimes you gotta double, triple check.
But it's like sometimes you don't need to be going through a nigga like business, what they doing, how much money they got. Like sometimes niggas want to keep that shit to themselves.
Yeah.
Niggas are valuable.
If you're in a partnership,
like I'm saying, I'm just saying, go through my phone.
But when you're in a relationship,
If you're in a relationship, it's different.
That's question.
That should be very transparent.
That's a good question. Oh, that's a good question for y'all ladies.
Especially about finances, because eventually, if you're with somebody long enough, joint bank accounts are gonna start becoming a thing.
Nah,
like,
you gotta be
No.
Especially if you're married, you should know about each other's finances.
Okay,
you're not touching my money.
I want to say this.
Embarrassing photos. Go back.
Hey,
I'm trying to add to the embarrassing.
You're not there yet. It's okay.
Okay.
Rainy's trying to say something.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you this, Black Spidey, and then I'm gonna ask everybody else this because y'all talking about money and all this. It seems like y'all all care about money in here, obviously, right? Do y'all
they care about you? They care about spending that shit.
They do because $400 dates and all that.
No, it's
No, because I came in with a very economical standpoint. I came with it with the facts.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. The whole thing was. Put some respect. Rewind the tape. When you go do your due diligence and clip the stream, and you will see what I said. Point blank. Period.
Okay. Let me ask a question.
You came in here looking for the fame, the money, the views. You feel me?
The money.
How about you keep it a stack with
That's crazy because I literally came in here because my friend asked me to stream. Point
I did ask her to stream. I did.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. You give a fuck.
Well, let me say something for all jokes aside, because we are talking about joining bank accounts and all that, which is crazy if you, especially if you're not married to the person. You know, that would be actually crazy.
No, I'm talking about with marriage.
All right,
I'm talking about if that's with marriage, you have to have that transparency. I'm sorry,
100%. But I feel like if you're in a long-term relationship, like for me, for example, I had a business with my ex. We had a joint bank account because we created a business together.
That's different. That's financially, you're in a business partner. So you should have transparency in that as well.
Yeah, that's good. But I'm gonna ask you this, Black
Spidey,
and
you're not gonna fuck me
else.
over either when we're both having a business together.
That's true. That makes sense, Adriana. I believe that. But I'm gonna say this to you, Black Spidey, and everybody else. Do you believe in having a prenup with somebody? Do you think that's something somebody shouldn't trip off of?
Depends on your financial status.
Yeah,
that depends on your financial status. And then even
if you cheat on me, I want all your money.
Whoa.
And also, if they present a prenup to you, you can always go to a lawyer and revise that prenup to your liking, and then present it back to counter offer and see what you guys can compromise on.
Yes, you put all his money in a trust fund. Make sure you get your prenup, and make sure you get maybe potentially an NDA as well, because a marriage contract is a business contract, and who you marry is not who you divorce. So you got to be careful.
And put your stuff in all your. And put your stuff in your mom's name. Put your stuff in your mom's name too, y'all. Just let y'all know.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Very true. You never know, because who you divorce is not who you marry. It is what it is. People change, man. You have no idea. You become vindictive over time.
Yeah. Diamond laughing. Why are you laughing, Diamond? You over here laughing? Like, what's wrong with that?
Diamond is laughing.
I was laughing at my chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Laughing at your face, gang.
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, girl, what your name is?
What's your name, Diamond? Is that your real name, Diamond? Is that your real name?
Yeah, Diamond.
How old are you? How old are you?
Not the age. I'm 27.
You said what?
27.
How much she?
Oh, you 27. Okay.
You better chill before your girlfriend gets you, bro.
You got a girlfriend, bro.
Yeah, your girlfriend finna get you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about?
Okay.
What y'all talking about? Like, I'm gonna keep it real, Spider-Man. I understand that you're a superhero, but you don't always gotta save the day, gang.
Like, if you with a bro, you got a girlfriend, bro. You better treat her ass right.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to be a villain, let me be a villain.
What if it's an open relationship? What if it's an open relationship?
Hold on. Is it an open relationship?
Yeah, is it?
He's sticking his tongue out dancing.
Why you think I'm asking about Diamond, gang?
Is it an open relationship?
Use your contact.
The way his answer was, it looked like it.
Yeah, it's open relationship. Yeah, it's open.
If
That's
it's
what
an
I'm
open
saying.
relationship, then it's different.
That's what I'm saying. Stay back, Miles Morales. Sit down. You feel me?
But I would, but I
Be
would,
chill.
but,
Just be chill.
but I
You're
will
the
say this.
Miles
But I will say this.
Morales.
So an open relationship ain't a good relationship. I will say that an open relationship ain't really a good relationship.
It's not.
And why you worried about it?
Because why you so confused? Why you don't know who to choose?
That's two situationships, and honestly, at the end of the day, a lot of girls are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Territorial. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have to figure out which one is which. Because I've seen girls fight other girls, and that's not pretty.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know what girls you talking to. Cause, dang, you gotta keep that shit on the low. You feel me?
Why you gotta keep it on the low? If it's open relationship, why you keep it on the low?
Why
If
do you
it's
gotta keep it on
open.
the low if it's an open
Yo,
relationship?
okay. Yo, I got a good topic. Good topic. Sex before marriage.
That's like
Most people have already had sex before marriage, so
yeah, mostly everybody.
Can we
here.
have a different conversation outside of relationships?
Yeah,
Because I
that was
feel
the
like,
last one. That was the last
honestly,
one.
there's a lot of different people with different mental calibers, and I don't think it's just like
No, that was
I think it's good.
No, that was
honestly, I think it's good to hear everyone's opinion. And honestly, if you're just gonna be soft and not hear a nigga's opinion, then just get the fuck on. I just say it like how it is. Just say how it is.
Like, mutual respect for you. Like they did it.
I have respect for you.
And I'm just
I
saying
have
no.
respect for
But at the end of
you.
the day, let's not do too much. Let's not do too much. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it a P. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep it a P.
I said, wait. So what do y'all think about it?
Honestly, everybody's basically
Yo,
done
it. Though, like all trolls
Been
aside,
done it.
I appreciate all y'all though. I appreciate all y'all. Feel me? Coming in here, taking your time out of the day to talk. Feel me? Get some content in. And hey, and everybody like, can we all like shout out Rainy? Like W Rainy in the chat for setting this up.
W Rainy.
Yeah, W Rainy. Like, come on.
When it rains, it pours.
Come on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Can I be honest with you?
Mutual
though?
respect for the content
I ain't gonna
creators
lie.
in here. We all putting our time. Mutual respect.
Rainy, can I answer? Can I answer a question? I was gone.
Yeah,
Can I
Tasia,
answer a question? I was gone.
Yeah, answer the question, Tasia.
Okay, so about posting on relationships, there's a new thing. If you don't know, no face, no case, baby. I will post your hand. I will post you paying for the meal. I'll post us going on a walk. But I think like a few months in, once like I'm your girlfriend status, then I'll start, doing the no face, no case. And then what Diamond said, once you put a ring on it, then your face can pop up on the screen. But you guys don't have to hide your relationship. Like, you don't got to make a whole, oh, happy birthday, babe. Like, you could post a reel, just something quick where it's not, it's going to be gone after, or on Snapchat. Too many people be trying to hide their relationship. You don't got to hide, but you also don't have to, like you said, don't tag. And you don't have to show their face. Because, yeah, there's too many people, too much AI out here trying to make fake stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to make fake ideas and things going on. And there are some real creeps. I do want to stay this also off the OnlyFans thing. Sex work has been around before our mamas, before our mamas, before our mamas. Okay, so that has always. It's just because we have the internet now that allows women another source and access to do that and to be able to get that resource from that. And just like Precious said, safety inside your home, because a lot of women are taken advantage of without even being an ex-worker, just off of having a man who will take advantage of her. And even if she's in a relationship and he's still not giving her no money. So if that's a choice that you want to make, you just have to be aware of what is going on in the world of having your faith, because you don't want to have kids. And then further on down the road, they're like, oh, mom, you got to OnlyFans, because kids nowadays, they exposing it all. You don't know what's going on. So, it's just as long as you're aware and you're okay and you're able to have those conversations like, yes, I did this, and you're able to be like confident in what you do, go ahead and do you, Goo Boo.
I don't think that just because it's the oldest profession in the world doesn't mean that it should be promoted or amplified on the internet, because it causes a lot of problems within relationships as well as addictions to younger children. And it creates avenues for people, yes, to make a little bit of money, but then messes up them long term when they're parents. So I don't think that parents or adults in general. So I don't think that it should be hyped in any way, shape, or form. And again, it also leads to the underground, where you've got people who are trafficked and used for that content to generate money. So yes, it is an older profession, but it should not be amplified nor promoted. If you need to make money, there's many ways of making money. Men don't do it, so I don't understand why girls can't.
There's a
But
plenty
there
of
are
men
men
that
doing it.
do it.
Actually,
Men do it.
Plenty of jobs
and
out there.
like I said,
Men that do it, how women do
there is
it.
AI and there are guys who are using it just
I'm
to
just
get
saying.
money based off of it.
Yeah, but they're not doing it off of their bodies. They're doing it
always
AI.
going to sell.
No,
Okay,
they're doing it with their
Right,
bodies.
they're not
My
using
They're
parents
it.
doing
do
it with
it.
their bodies, off their bodies, and using it as an excuse to just sleep on whatever woman that they want. A lot of the times, but a lot of times I've seen men that are doing just solo content with their butts and thongs, or
How
they're
many men are
promoting
doing
like
that
a
on
gay
average in
dating.
comparison to the
That
majority
is
of
true. How
women
many
that
men
are
are
on
doing
those
it?
things?
I'm not
Ain't
gonna lie, all
that
I'm
those
not saying
videos
it
are
doesn't,
bad.
it doesn't have to be
But it
hype.
goes back
You
to the
don't have to
majority
hype
of men
it.
that are
I'm just saying
Listen to them,
purchasing the
that
content.
it's there
Listen
and
to
it's
them.
it's just there. That's just the access of the world. It doesn't have to be hyped. It doesn't have to be promoted. It was a new thing. It had its own hype when it first came out. We're not saying that of course we wouldn't want our daughters to do it, because you want them to be able to get, go to college and be able to get smarts and all this other stuff. You don't want that to be the job. But there are women out there who, like, I don't know, the other girl, she said about like mental awareness, sometimes they feel like that is the only access for them because it's easier access. So yeah, you may be able to get a job. There are some people who don't have their social security cards, who don't have their birth certificates to get a job, who don't have a car, or who can't get on a
You need that
bus,
to get a
or
job.
who live, or who are walking and other stuff. So having a phone sometimes and that being your only access to sort of income, if that's what they have to do, I'm just saying it doesn't have to be hyped. But as long as they are in their confidence that, hey, this is what I have to do, then do you, boo boo. But because
Agree to disagree.
not
That's what I'm
everybody's
saying.
taste,
How long
just
does it
because it's not
usually?
everybody's taste, don't mean you gotta.
How long does it usually
Step
take
on.
to
But we're
start
all
making like?
doing the same
How long
thing
does it
that
usually
they're
take to start
doing,
making
just
decent
without
money for
showing their
OnlyFans?
bodies.
Yeah. How long does it
How long does
take?
it usually start making money for OnlyFans?
Well, I know girls personally. Some girls it can take.
I don't know. I don't do it.
No, it depends on like your status. It could. It's some girls I know made 10, 15,000
The
on their
average don't
first
make a
date.
lot.
No, but
Yeah,
the girls that
average
she's
don't.
talking about, the girls that need it because they don't have no type of way to make an income. Doesn't it take like?
I mean, I'm sure you can make money within a day. Like Rainey was saying, if you have the status,
but you have to
if
build
you
a
have,
fan
hold on,
base.
if you have the amount, if you have the following, there are girls who make it a professional business. There have been porn stars who went from,
Corn
pink stars, whatever,
stars,
You're talking about people that need it.
and then who have
you
changed
mentioned-
their life. So you
Hold
just
on.
gotta it's
You
not
mentioned
about
people that need it. If they have a following, then they don't need it because they can use their
Mhm.
followers to do something else.
True.
But a lot
There's
of
no
women's followers
I feel
are
that.
male. Like, unless
Huh?
they're doing beauty content or whatever the case may be, like sometimes it
Oh,
just kind of
yeah.
like, for example,
Men
like I took a really
follow
big
more.
step back from social media because I had a majority of male followers, and I originally had beauty content, wig content, whatever kind of content, lifestyle content, car content. But however, because I'm a woman, a lot of men came following me and were expecting that. I don't make that kind of content. About to get into law school. I'm a pressure washer business owner. I do business development and digital marketing. But however, I'm not popping it online, but no shade to anybody that is, but I don't do that. A lot of men will come to women expecting that out of them. And especially if they have a fan base. And it's really hard to rebuild your fan base. So I feel like it just really depends on the person, honestly, and what they're going through. Everybody's life circumstances are so completely different. I think we shouldn't judge anybody for how they're making their money because you just never know what they're going through.
Yeah, that's
Also, you don't know what you
I'm a-
would
I'm a
do
fan.
in that situation as well when you're down and out and you literally have nothing.
Not what I, no,
Been
I'm
there.
not
Exactly.
saying. Look, I get what you guys
You
saying.
never
but I'm
been in
trying
a
to say-
situation where they may have been and you don't know what you may
Been
end
homeless.
up doing.
But guess what? Like
Nah, I was
like
just
Black
trying to
Spidey
say-
said.
that's why I asked
Like
how
Black
long-
Spidey
how
said. You
long
know
does
what
it
he
take for them to
said?
start seeing results.
No, you know what Black Spidey said at the beginning? He said, man, it's times I had to go in the barbershop and sweep somebody's floor or something. So you can't really say that. Like, there's other things you can do.
Yeah, but that's not gonna freaking pay
I used
your
to live-
bills.
Another route.
And hold on, I'm gonna
Always
say this.
another
I
way.
used to live across the street from a barbershop, and I asked them 3 times. I've done that same thing. But one of the barbers liked me because I was cute, where, you know, coming in as a female.
What's good, AJ?
In a barbershop, it's not typical for a woman. They gonna pick up a little high school boy. They gonna pick up a boy, yeah, come and sweep my floor. But I'm gonna say, like, I've done that. I've asked them, hey, I don't have a job right now, or I've even had a job before, and I'm barring in the barbershop across the street from me. I'm like, hey, can I come and sweep up your hair guys' hair? I want to learn about hair. I want to learn about this stuff. And they were like, oh yeah, well, we'll call you back. We'll talk to you later on. But they never gave me that opportunity because they saw me in a different light because of the barber. So it's for girls, there's not that much access as there is for guys, where guys can pick up and go shovel a yard or go mow the lawn for old people or go do. As a girl, we have to look at other things outside of doing.
And can we talk about the men that also want to be so quick? Because I hear this all the time, especially for us who are doing just normal content. We hear this all the time. Oh, it's so easy being a woman because you could easily make money. I've heard a lot of men throw that in our face where it's like, oh, it's so easy to be a woman. You could easily make money online. And then they automatically kind of revert to that kind of content or kind of something similar of that, even if it's more PG-13, but that kind of content, whatever. So I feel like a lot of times, like,
what do you mean by that kind of content? What do you mean by that kind of content?
With OnlyFans content or like something a
there
little
aren't a
bit
lot of men that do that.
In a way, it kind of is for
if a lot
doing
of
anything regular.
If men had a nice body and could make money on their phone, like a lot of women that are on OnlyFans, they would do it.
I don't think so.
If a lot of men would do it, I think a lot of men would do it.
You guys kind of are. You're already putting yourself on the internet.
Not all men would do that.
No, we're not showing our assholes and our
We
body.
didn't say all men and we didn't say all women. We're not. The women on
men.
this panel don't do OnlyFans.
The men who think they're attractive,
A large majority of
themselves
those
out there on OnlyFans, and
Yeah,
make money
hold on.
as women.
I see, let me tell you, when
Yo,
I scroll on IG, maybe it's my algorithm, but I see more guys
Rainy, what's the
doing the
next
little
Yeah,
sexy
I'll
videos
pop
with
the
their
next
shirt
question.
off.
Next question. Next question. Next
They
something.
know that the women are in with their
Exactly.
content.
Next question.
That's the next question.
With their shirt
Next
off, that's their
question.
new thing.
Okay, next question. All right, or I'm gonna keep making that a sound in your ear. Okay, next question. Now, obviously, on the subject of finance, right, relationships and stuff, we're gonna talk about more of the economy. All right. Do you believe that, or do you truly think that we should have no more taxes? Meaning, do you agree with the rich not paying taxes anymore? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all want that to happen to where, because Donald Trump tried to make that happen? Do y'all think that's a great idea?
Income tax thing?
Man,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
What you say?
Man,
Black
Donald
Spidey?
Trump was a puppet to Israel.
What you say, Black Spidey?
Then you're talking about Donald Trump's idea of getting rid of the income tax and replacing it with tariff tax?
Yeah.
You already said it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a dumb idea because that's a dumb idea because number one, Donald Trump doesn't necessarily have control of purchasing power. That's Congress. So he's kind of gone out of his way to do that. And the Supreme Court is still battling with whether or not he's allowed to do that in the first place. And a lot of that has already been rejected. So I don't think that.
Does he know this? Am I just too dumb?
Okay, so I don't believe that replacing. I don't believe that replacing the income tax with tariff tax is going to be substantial enough to take care of fire, police, and infrastructure. Because tariff tax is already being pushed against. The president doesn't necessarily have to say the ability to use the purchase the power of the pocketbook, if it will. Congress has that, and they're fighting against it. In the short term, it sounds cute because then maybe you'll make some more money. But in the long term, it's going to mess up infrastructure's ability to maintain and other programs that need income tax.
I agree.
Yeah, true.
100%.
That is true. You know what's up?
You know what I think?
Yeah, what you got? What you think, Carter?
You know what I think?
What?
I'm gonna just keep it fucking. I genuinely think just you feel me? One of you ladies in here should get to know me.
See, yeah.
My Instagram or something.
Oh my god.
And just you get me? We can hop off the panel after this. You feel me?
Can I be honest with you though, Carter? Most of these women are older than you. Honestly, they are older than you. The one in this panel, honestly.
What are you talking about? I'm like 22.
It's a little embarrassing, actually.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about income tax anymore.
So we can't shoot shots. We can't shoot shots.
No, you can shoot shots, of course, but not right now.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's your
I have a question. What do you guys think about the Israel and Palestine situation?
A what?
The Israel and Palestine situation.
Wait.
Oh, we're being political now. Ooh, that's a hot.
We
topic.
shouldn't be sending $5 billion to Israel, and honestly,
I don't think we should
we're
support
selling them,
Israel.
We're selling them missile arms because they're technically our military base in the Middle East. That's why we fund them. And I think that at the end of the day, that there should be a two-state system, and Israel shouldn't try to expand into Palestine because it was Palestine's land to begin with. So I think that at the end of the day, let Israel stay where you're at. Stop trying to expand. Leave Palestine alone. Owns Gaza. Stop trying to take Gaza. And just at the end of the day, work out.
What do you think about all the other countries that literally has like a Jewish person in power? Literally, like Mexico's president's Jewish. Like, what do you think about like the Jewish implementing themselves in all different countries, like, and putting them in power? Like, Mexico's. I think that's kind of weird.
They're getting kicked out of every country.
No, like every country, almost every country, we have someone that's some way like affiliated with Israel. Like Mexico's president's Jewish.
There's literally a new, there's new information that, like, I don't know if it was the FBI or something. It was saying that they said it's not credible, but I don't know. They said that Trump has been compromised by Israel. It came out like 2 days ago. Like he's been compromised.
He is compromised.
Well,
and they said that Israel influences the U.S. election.
He signed a contract to sell $5 billion worth of military weapons to it. Yeah, he's doing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Bro, they sent more money to Israel than they can like solve hunger in the U.S. and poverty.
We're literally giving them money to have free healthcare, but they don't want us to have free healthcare.
They don't care, bro. They got to make their money somehow, man. They have to.
The main issue is that Israel is our military base in the Middle East. So it's a military strategic point. So that's why they won't stop funding it, because if we lose Israel, America loses its ability to influence Iran in the Middle East. That's mainly what it is.
I think it's just that, bro. I think it's more than that. I think they just have.
It's more.
I think they just have the U.S. on a chokehold. That's all.
But how would they have us in a... I mean, I will say this. A lot of them are in power within our system, but at the same time, they are a strategic military point within the Middle East. And if we lose them, they're worse off than we are if we lose our connection to Israel. That's what I'm saying from a strategic standpoint and a finance standpoint.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so next question, though. Hey, we talking good right now. Next question. Trying to really think of something to ask y'all.
Oh, I got a good question.
Wait, what's your question? And don't say nothing about females.
Nah, it's not about females. I just want to know, like, yeah, never mind, King. Fries.
Anybody got a question they want to ask? Anybody? Raise your hand.
Can I ask the question?
Can I ask the question?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, but don't be yapping, gang.
What?
Hold on. Not everything is a question about dating and sleeping with a chick, my guy. So anyway, let's get to this real quick. How do the women in the chat feel about the fight between women and men right now, as far as feminism in the manosphere is concerned?
There's a pillow talker.
There's a fight.
It's not it's a real serious question, because women and men are fighting one another right now, politically as well as romantically.
Fact.
So I would like to know from the females in the chat, how do you guys feel about this separation between women and men and this feminism?
I didn't know there was a separation.
I will say the one way to end the world is to break the family. And so that's why they got us fighting. That's why everybody's single. That's why everybody is worried about finances and all this other stuff. That's why everybody has their mind on being independent and not having to work. I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. I don't need this, because the way to end the world is to break the family. Like they used to say back in the day, it takes a village to raise a child. Do you see the village anymore? No, the village has been burned down to the ground, baby. So if you want to get down to the root, if you want to get to it, they're going to attack the man, attack the woman, and allow access for the kids to be over-sexualized so that they can control our minds and keep us in one space. Okay? Do not
I feel
allow
like
that
a lot of
to
men
change.
lack emotional intelligence.
I'm gonna say something.
Make the men hella gay too.
I'm gonna say something. Damn, I just forgot a question because I started muting y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I started reading y'all. I forgot I can mute people. I didn't know I had power like this. I should have been muting y'all at the beginning when y'all all was yapping. I did not think about that. I should have been. I don't know why I did not mute y'all at the beginning. I muted all y'all, but Tasia talking crap. Yeah, but like honestly, I really feel like it's really like everybody against each other, man versus woman. You know, and I don't really see men saying I don't need a woman. I don't really see men hear a man saying that. That's really women saying I don't need a man. Men are.
That's what
really
I'm saying, gang.
That's really women saying that.
And honestly, I'm gonna side with Rainy. I feel like honestly, just stay off the social media. Stop worrying about that. Mind your own business and just do you, gang. Stop worrying about everybody else's business, gang. Just worry about your own relationship, gang. Don't worry about none of that. I'm gonna just keep it real.
I agree with Carter on that one. I agree with Rainy and Carter, and I agree with Tasia. But I think it goes so much deeper than that. I think right now we go through a political standpoint right now where women's reproductive rights have been taken away from us. I feel like we're kind of at war, men and women, with like the manosphere and like the incel stuff, and like women are like, oh, I don't need a man, or I'm hyper independent, or more focused on finances because one of the economic state that we live in. Two, like I said, the reproductive rights and how that has been kind of taken away. And then also, I feel like we just kind of live in a point where we do have hyper social media. Like we do need to be off of social media and kind of just live our life. But all of our life is just on social media, and that's how we're consuming our information. And I feel like overall, we all need to just be living our own life, focus on ourselves, focus on what works for us instead of constantly comparing and contrasting and seeing what's on social media and what's kind of be forced down our throats. And I feel like also, if you live a traditional life, live your traditional life. Don't let anybody tell you, okay, well, you can't live your traditional life if you don't want to live your traditional life. If you want to have a man split 50-50, go about it that way, whatever works for you under your circumstances. But I feel like, honestly, with the political climate, that's why we're kind of at war, I feel like, because there's just so much deeper than, oh, I'm hyper independent, or I want this woman to do this, or I want this man to do that.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, actually? So, because you listed a lot of things. What do you think would actually help men and women come back then? I heard somebody say men lack emotional intelligence or whatever.
They do. They don't. I feel like a lot of men don't actually like their partner even as a friend. Like they're with them to be with them, but like as a friendship, even
I think as a whole right now,
as a whole, do you like your partner?
As people, we lack empathy, period. I think honestly that's kind of the issue. Period. We lack empathy, period. In this day and age, we're so desensitized. We're constantly receiving information 24/7. Think about how quick we clip things, right? This stream is long as hell, but we're going to clip it and get interaction because we're receiving so much information at such a shorter speed and shorter time. I feel like, honestly, the best thing that we can do is just come to agreement, like right is right and wrong is wrong. At the end, as women,
then you would agree that hyper focus on independence and decentering men or decentering women, whatever, is a main focus and also issue that's causing the separation?
I think I honestly believe that we as people should be focusing on ourselves and having ourselves first before getting into relationships. And I think that also goes into something deeper with mental health. I feel like
isn't that hypocritical? Isn't that hypocritical though? Because we already focus on ourselves a lot. We already focus on career, we focus on money, we focus on self already. And if you're trying to be in a relationship, you kind of have to learn to be dependent on a person. And being in a relationship is being dependent and working as a team within a relationship. And somebody's always leading and someone's always following.
Being in a relationship is not always about dependence. I feel like, again, a relationship is different for so many different people. A relationship is completely different for every single person, whatever that relationship may be. I feel like, honestly, it's not just always about dependence. Again, I feel like sometimes it can go deeper, like with mental health, having a lot of people where you're overly dependent or hyper independent. I feel like, again, that's where you sit with yourself and understand
that you can be dependent upon them. You pick that. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you pick them because you feel that they would be the best provider or assistant in provision for your life.
He's saying that you don't want to. She doesn't want to be. You don't want to be codependent.
Yeah, but what's the problem?
Not to be codependent. It's a balance.
Codependence is a problem. If you don't have your own hobbies, if you don't have your own,
that means you're gonna freak out and have anxiety. You're not yourself.
That is a problem.
Well,
if you don't have your own
no one's saying to kill the
self.
self. Nobody's saying to kill the self or to forget who you are. What I'm saying is that the more
I didn't say that
codependent you are
either.
with one another. Well, I mean, it was implied a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the
That
day,
wasn't
if you
implied.
guys
That's
can
not what I said.
well, she said that you're going to lose your hobbies and you're gonna start having anxiety and lose self. That's what that is. That's what that was
Well,
to
I
me.
didn't say that.
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying
I'm just saying, at the end
codependent.
of the day, if being a little codependent isn't bad, and I think that that's the problem, is that we're like, well, we can be our own little world, and then another person's their own little world, and we come together, but those two worlds are going to clash. I think when you're able to meld with one another, and you're able to work with one another, and depend on one another, which I don't think is an issue or a problem if you care about one another, then the relationship will be stronger. My father, my mother are a wonderful example of that. So I think in our generation,
that goes back with emotional intelligence.
The question was, why are men and women beefing? Why are we at war? But it goes so much deeper. It's not just about codependence or hyper independence. If we want to talk about codependence, hyper independence, we could talk about how COVID has really changed that. How there's more of a lonelier epidemic. It goes so much deeper than that. It could go about mental health. I'm just saying it goes so much deeper than just codependence and hyper independence. I feel like honestly, it's just. I think honestly, there's a lonely. If you see, we do have a lonely epidemic going on right now. Yes, we do.
Rainy, you playing the damn cricket?
No, I'm not. I muted him.
Yeah, he's doing it.
That's not me.
Like I said, there are different reasons, and there's so many deeper meanings. Like I said, I'm looking at it from a political, economical, and actual like psychological standpoint.
I just don't think
that's how I'm looking at it from.
As a guy that's been debating this topic for 9 years, I don't think it's as deep as I used to think it is, nor most people think it is. I think it's a simple, we're trying to be hyper independent. Yes, do economics play a role in making it harder? Of course, no one's saying it doesn't. But in my debates with other feminists and women who are hyper independent, they do this thing where they separate themselves from men and have a hyper focus on self, which is fine. But then you can't complain about not being able to get into a relationship with a man. And then say, oh, he's not emotionally. How can I be emotionally intelligent with a person who's super focused on self all the time? You won't even open up yourself without me being a more hyper masculine version of
again,
what
I
you
said
trained
about
yourself.
finding that dependence and sense with self and understanding yourself and understanding your balance of how to not be so hyper.
Right, but those are all idealistic scenarios. That's
and
all but that's
your whole
idealistic.
thing was, well, there's nothing wrong with being codependent. But again, that's why I said it goes deeper. Mental health, having a sense of self, sitting with yourself and actually doing the work for yourself so you can be a better person in your relationship.
But again, you can do that while being codependent on another individual.
Hurt people, and there's too many hurt people out in this world. Hurt people. And there's too many hurt people out in this world, and men and women are fighting because we have been broken down from the beginning through our cultures, through the policies, through the economics, through every little thing. Because if you think about it, everything comes together into one.
So you
we are in a box.
I'm gonna say, I muted her on accident. Look, I'm gonna ask y'all. So I muted my bad, Tage. I muted her, but. Do you really think it's a woman problem or a man problem? Tasia, that's the thing, because I know women are against men. Tasia, is it a woman problem or a man?
It's both.
It's both of us.
I think it has been strained.
It don't seem like it on social media.
How you grew up,
it don't seem like it on social media. It seems like on social media that makes it seem like it's the man's fault.
Both sides are telling each other.
But
both sides are fighting for something.
Social media is like being in a box.
This has been, hold on, but I want to say this has been before social media. This has been before social media. The families have been broken down over the times when our parents were alive, when, women not being able to have jobs to then be able to have jobs, having to fight for their freedom, men feeling unappreciated as men and the hard work they do, women feeling unappreciated as women and the hard work that they put in. We're not seeing each other eye level. Nobody wants to be like, all right, I'm going to be the bigger person and put myself in your shoes instead of constantly fighting. And now social media has just added another aspect for women to get different information and more information, and for men to get different information and see, oh, this is how this woman is treating this man. I want my girl to be like that. But instead of letting your girl go and finding another girl, you want to hold on to her because you've had hurt people. You want to stay hurt and keep hurting that person. It's hard for us to let go. It's hard for us to restart. It's hard for us to continue on.
I think it's more than just that, though. I think it's way more than just that, because I started doing this specifically because feminists around 2017 and 2016 were promoting anti-male propaganda all over social media. And I understand social media is social media, but the world is influenced by it. It's like what Faith said, not Faith, I forget her name below, Precious. But she said that, again, we all, yeah, there you go. We all live through the internet, so we're influenced by it. So we can't escape it. Even if we say the internet's the internet, we all live through it. So it's not really a separate place. It's a part of reality. So my issue is that, around 2016, around 2017, and around the advent of cell phones becoming smart, you see the separation politically as well as idealistically between women and men. And I do think that's because the internet is it's a big echo chamber, and it doubles down on certain ideas, and women are very conformist in certain ideas, and men are also conformist in certain ideas to a certain extent. But you see an increase in anti-male propaganda as time goes on between 2016 and 2020. And like she said, during around that COVID time when everybody
with anti-women propaganda.
No, not necessarily true.
Like the whole incel manosphere.
No, hold on. The Kill All Man movement started. No, there was no Kill All Woman movement. There was no 4B movement for men. There was no Me Too movement for men. Men didn't make these movements that decentered themselves from women. Women decentered themselves from men. Men then created the red pill and the manosphere space as a separation from the feminist internet. That's what.
But men have always been in control, though. That's the thing. That's why we had to be.
Men aren't wanted. Women said that men are the predators. And women said that men are the problem. So then men said, okay, we're the problem, we're the predators, we're going to separate ourselves, and created their own space. And then Kevin Samuels and Andrew, whatever, made that space popular. Women became aware of it. And then that's when the clash started around 2021, 2022. That's when it became mainstream. And women started saying words like incel and misogynistic. That's when those words, if you look it up, started being used a lot. So again, there's two sides to this. Yes, I agree with her and what she said as far as like there being a breakdown from 1960s, 1970, and it started way before the internet. She's 100% right. But also there's the female side, just like there's the male side, that unfortunately has coalesced into two camps now. And now I would agree with her that unfortunately the man space has become just like the feminist space now, where it's we don't need women, we don't need men. And now it's just who can isolate themselves the fastest and who can maintain their ego while at the same time acting like they're superior. And it's unfortunately, like she said, gonna destroy basically all first world countries.
But guess what? You know what's so bad? Now this generation, especially in America, is like dating your own enemy. People are being in relationship with their own enemy nowadays. That's what it's like, which is crazy. Yep. And you see why it's divorces. It's not because of the money or anything. They're really marrying people they're in competition with. They don't really like. So it's like...
Well, Rainey, people also, because of the internet, like I remember a dude was telling me, he's like, me and my wife were both progressive. Everything was great. And then as time went on, she became more conservative because she was watching the internet. She was following different things. Because again, people change, right? People evolve. Yeah, who you are in the beginning of a relationship in year 1, you're different at year 20, right? So they grew apart. But he said it was mainly because she was so absorbed into TikTok, TikTok became her new husband. Just like men. Some men, their girlfriend becomes TikTok. Their girlfriend becomes Instagram. And then their girlfriend or their husband is like, I don't know you anymore because you've pretty much talked to the internet about your problems, talked to the internet about your issues, and not me. And so again, here comes the smartphone and the internet being mainly the issue. It's unfortunate. But my issue is like, so what's the solution?
Yeah,
because the only solution I see is completely shutting off the internet, which isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Or we just let the nations crumble to dust. And when that happens, because I've had girls say down with the patriarchy, I'm like, okay, well, what's after that? Because after that is anarchy. And
The
I've been in the
solution is
military.
understanding that the internet is a curated space and that not everything on the internet is true and not everything on the internet is correct. And that everybody's going to have their own ideologies and opinions at the end of the day. But I think it's just a matter of, again, prioritizing your mental health, prioritizing your body, prioritizing your mind, prioritizing your family, your friends, the people around you, prioritizing having time where you are as an adult saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to take time for my real life and my real space, and I'm going to take time off the internet. I think that's honestly the best way to go about it, and meet genuine people, meet friendships where you can have platonic, healthy
100%.
friendships with opposite sex without having it always be about,
But how
sleeping
realistic?
with each other.
But how realistic? See, that's a great ideal.
Very realistic.
Idealistically, not people are dependent on drugs. People are dependent on the internet. People are users. People are followers mainly.
Yeah, facts.
Right? That's why people go on the internet and they follow people. The reason why there's content creators at all is because humans want to follow somebody that they feel is mentally or physically more adept at life than they are. That's why there are leaders. When I was in the Navy, we found most people are just infantry. Most people are going to die in war. And then you've got the generals and you've got the majors. They're the ones that are the brain, the intellect. Most people are not generals. Most people are not officers. Most people are infantry grunts. And unfortunately, we idealistically say things, and I tell my followers, work out, take care of yourself. Don't do drugs, don't drink. I had a follower tell me, bro, I'm in a marriage, everything's good. And then the next day he's drinking again. And he's wondering why his wife is not wanting to sleep with him. I'm like, bro, you're giving up on yourself. Because most people, unfortunately, have vices. So idealistically, yes, 100%, you're 100% right. That's what we should do. But unfortunately, we live in a country, America, that's full of consumers of either drugs, internet, adult content, to the point where it's almost impossible to I work in an emergency room, right? I watch it every day. People are so addicted and are in so much pain that it increases the desire for more addiction. Yeah. So it's like, all I see is at the end of this road, there's going to be a whole bunch of old people, a whole bunch of robots, and the nation's going to fall. And that's going to be the darkest day, because when this country does fall, people think it's going to be amazing. My father was in war. War is not pretty. People think it's going to be cute when there's no police. When you get robbed or stabbed and your shit gets stolen and your child is stolen from you, you're not going to be happy. And unfortunately, it seems to be inevitable, and it really hurts me, because I don't think any of us want this. None of us asked for this. Yeah. But it's scary. Like, I would love to be a father, bro. My dream is to be a dad. Like, that's my dream, right? I work, I invest, I save my money, I travel to work, but my dream is to be a fucking dad, like my dad, right? But see what the fuck is going on? It's like, am I going to be able to do this? Is this going to be something that I can even accomplish? Like, I'm 29. Am I going to really be able to accomplish this with what's going on? I'm scared. So I invest in things that are outside of, the United States, but it's like, bro, I'm part of the manosphere. It is what it is. I'm not red pill, but I'm a part of the manosphere. But I don't hate fucking women. Like, nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. I'm sick of this. But it's unfortunate that it is this way. Yeah. And I'm a very big, I'm gonna talk how I talk, I'm gonna walk how I walk kind of man. And there are a lot of problems in this world. That's why I study so much politics, philosophy, religion, history, because it's important for a man to be not just physically strong, but mental. Especially if you want to raise a child or take care of a woman, but this conflict we have with one another is so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary, because it's like, what are we really fighting for? It's like, we're fighting for connection with one another, but we want to also maintain our own individuality. That's artificial. This is artificial. I watch people die every day. That's my job, to bring people back to life. And if they don't make it, I throw them in a bag. We all, rich, poor, tall, short, white, black, all end up in that bag and go to the morgue. And it's like, we really fighting over pettiness. Yeah. And it's just sad, because our lives, we don't even know when we're gonna die. Mm-hmm. I had an 8-year-old die yesterday, and I had to cry with their family. And I had a 55-year-old die the day before that. And it's like, damn, life is so precious. So it's like, I fight for logic. I fight for a sound heart and mind. I do it in a fucked up way sometimes, because that's just how I am. But at my core, I'm just a man that wants to love a woman. And it's like, I want to love a woman in a way that's going to give me reciprocity. We talk about emotional intelligence and all these names. It's like, We put labels on so many things. All it does is create more division, and it makes us hate each other more. How can we come back without destroying ourselves?
But guess what? We too deep in it. We too deep in it to the point. I don't think it's no coming back. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're too deep in it now. It's no coming back. It's not. It's not gonna clock in people's heads.
So I think having these deep conversations though helps for the people as content creators, but that's what we're supposed to do as content creators. We're supposed to come on here with the platform and talk about the things that are important that are going in the world, whether we have different opinions, different backgrounds, whatever the case may be. That's kind of our job, because again, I do agree there are people that are going to be leaders and there are going to be people that are followers, and that's just how it goes. And I feel like as content creators, we have, if any of us have a platform, big or small, that is our responsibility as being on the internet to kind of stand up and say something and do something, as cliche as that sounds, but it really is, because the internet is the new way of how people are receiving the information. People don't even watch the news anymore. They're going on TikTok. So it's very important as content creators that we do say something, and even within our content, we are reaching out to our community and actually building our community and doing the best that we can within our own community as well. So I think that's the biggest thing, and how we can kind of start, and by reaching a hand out to the people just within our own communities and speaking up about these topics and having these conversations. Like I said, big platform or small, or whatever our opinions may be, that we can all agree that there is a problem and that it needs to be solved, and whatever the case may be, whatever the solution may be, that we should all have an active effort to try.
Hey, I can agree with what you just said, honestly. But like you
Can
said,
I just say I appreciate y'all, by the way? Can I just say I appreciate all the women in here, by the way? Because, you know, I'm a dude. I make male content. You might look at it and be like, oh, he's an incel, whatever. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. I always tell women, like, I have nothing but love for y'all. Because what I do isn't to rebel against you, right? It's not to say I don't need you. I always say I need a woman in my life. I'm a man. I'll always need a woman in my life. Always. Always. But we got to talk about, like she just said, we got to talk about bullshit. We got to talk about the double standards. We got to talk about the trash. And, you know, I do it in my little spider guy mask costume shit, because that's just how I express my message. And that's what my content, that's what my followers like. But at the root of it, under the mask, it's like, I just want men and women to work together. I try my best to do that in the way I can. I've had to tell young men, don't hate women. I've had to tell young men, don't become the evil that you're trying to fight. I've had to tell men, women are not second class citizens. I've had to tell men, we don't need to go down that road. So it's hard. But I just want to say I appreciate y'all, because there's a lot of women out there that are not willing to have these conversations. There's a lot of women out there that are so dead set on creating division between women and men that their entire life is that. And I've had to deal with those people. I've had death threats thrown at me. I've had people tell me my father. And so I always have to say I appreciate the women that are, even if you disagree with me or you hate me, you're willing to listen to me. And you don't understand how powerful that is for a man to have a woman just listen to him.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
Some men don't even have that. Just you listening, even if you hate what I have to say. So I appreciate, I could cry, but I appreciate you, because most men don't get this anymore. This willingness to listen and to respond, not in a manner to attack his character, but to appreciate the thoughts in his mind. So I really do appreciate you guys. Even if you disagree with me, even if you watch one of my videos like, oh, this is crazy. I appreciate you, because you were willing to listen and come up here, have a conversation, because that's something that unfortunately is lost in our generation.
Yeah. I think if somebody joined from running my chat, can you turn your camera on? I think, is there any way you can turn your camera on? Because I know we've been streaming for a while. We finna wrap it up soon, but I think you just joined. I don't know if your mic is working, whatever. But like you said, Black Spidey, I do appreciate all y'all women for coming in here, because we all got our different opinions. And he is right. Just for a woman to listen to you is a lot, because some people in the relationships, they got women at home, they come from work, women not even listening to them, and they housewives too. They not even getting listened to. Like, it don't even make sense.
Well, I think it definitely goes both ways too. So we appreciate, I feel like all the ladies in here, we can say that we appreciate y'all for, us all coming on here and for listening to us. And like I said, just keeping it respectful, keeping it a P, and just, even though we might have a different opposing thoughts and opinions, that we all can come here and just appreciate one another as people, as human beings, as content creators, that we're all looking out for each other. And I think that's the most important thing.
And you know what? I like the fact that mostly the women in here now versus the other woman that left. I feel like the woman that left couldn't probably agree with y'all saying right now, but as far as everybody in here right now, it seems like
You don't know that. You can't make the assumption.
no, I just one of the girls I could just kind of tell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say her name. I can kind of tell.
Don't be dissing.
I'm not saying her name. I
You
can
sneak
tell.
dissing, Rainy.
No, I am
You
sneak
starting the
dissing.
fight. You're the war.
Right. This is the war we're
Rainy
talking
is the
about.
war.
Her phone could have died. Like,
Nah, I can kind of tell.
she could have been helping her cousins with the groceries.
Yeah, true. But honestly, though,
Let's throw it in the subway bag.
yeah, nobody's wrong. I can say nobody's wrong about how they feel. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of girls that I come across are not like y'all, meaning like they don't think the way y'all think. They can disagree a lot with most of the stuff y'all saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just crazy that y'all coming together and y'all kind of agreeing on what y'all saying. But a lot of
But
women
there's
wouldn't agree.
billions of people in the world. There's people probably that have the same ideologies as me, that speak French, Portuguese, Spanish, or whatever. There might be some people on the other side, opposite side of the world in Japan that might have the same ideologies as Black Spotty Guy. There's billions of people that you will come across or that you may never come across a day in your life that have different ideologies or same ideologies. I feel like at the end of the day, it's just, again, as content creators, we find our community and we do the best that we can. We understand that there's a problem and we try to do the best that we can within our own communities and come together and have these conversations. Tough for
But I
not.
will say this though, as a guy that's traveled the world and talked to women all over the world, I do agree with you. The issue is that the voice that's being heard is not you. Right? Girls will tell me all the time that there's more of us. And again, because I came into this thinking it was going to be a fight for my life. I really did. I thought it was going to be a fight, but it was not. It's the complete opposite. And I appreciate this moment. But the voice that's being heard by men is not you. So when girls tell me, oh, we're not like that, it's like, I appreciate you, but right now your voice isn't the one that's being heard. Men are hearing the women that are like, if he ain't got no money, fuck him. That's the voice.
You know what this girl said to me?
But again, social media is a curated box. And again, it also
Wait,
goes
look
off
what this girl
of
said to me,
very
ladies.
algorithm.
Look, that's what this girl said to me. Like, it was a minute ago. This is what she said to me. Trying to look for their text because I do delete a lot of stuff off my phone. This is a minute ago. Hopefully I didn't delete it.
It's a text message?
Yeah, it's a text. I'm going to read it for y'all. I'm going to read it. Hold on. Damn. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Here it go, right here. She said this to me.
Oh, you got it.
I got it.
Who?
Wait. I'm not saying that. It's like a girl I met like off the internet, and like we were supposed to go on a date. We planned on going on a date and stuff like that. She literally told me where she want to go to eat. Obviously, y'all told me before the man's the planner. He's supposed to plan because obviously that's the man's job. But she wanted to go somewhere, so I'm like, okay, let me. So since she planned a date, was she supposed to pay? Because she did plan it.
No, you're compromising. She's giving an idea, so you counter and say,
she
hey,
want to go to look, she want to go to
there
a
are
Pacific.
men that have asked me straight up and been like, hey, where do you like to go? Where do you want to go to eat or drink coffee or whatever the case may be? I don't necessarily think that's weird. If you agree to take her on the date, I personally feel like if you are courting this woman,
You ask, you pay.
then you should 9 times out of 10 pay.
Look, I'm not done. That's not really what I was going to say, but she asked and she told me the place she want to go to as well. She asked me. So this is what happened. She asked me and all that. So I'm like, okay, I agreed on it. I said, sure. We texted during the day, and I was like, I need to get something to eat, and she just replied and said, okay. She didn't say nothing else really. Then I went to sleep, woke up, and then she said, so any chance a fine gentleman like you can treat me to my nails? ? Mind you, I never met this girl a day in my life yet. We never went on one date. Not once. 2 hours later, she said, okay, bye the fuck. That's what she says to me. 2 hours later.
Okay, as a woman, she was wrong. As a woman, she was wrong. She shouldn't have done that. Especially because, first of all, unless you're a panhandler, there's no reason why you should be asking random people that are strangers, asking them for money, to get your nails done. You
that happens a lot, though. That happens a lot.
That happens a lot for men.
Okay, but the thing is, as
Well, you should
women,
learn to use your discernment.
we have men that come at us on the street saying, "Oh, they feel entitled to our bodies. They feel entitled to having access to us. They feel entitled to sleeping with us, even if they do buy us a McDonald's hamburger or $1,000 tomahawk steak. They feel entitled regardless." So it goes again both ways. It just depends. That's what I was going to say. Everyone in the world is so different. As a person who has traveled the world too, y'all are not always the voice, and that's not always what I hear too. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on the person and the situation and knowing right from wrong. I'm glad you didn't send her no money. And she said, okay, she showed herself. She showed her true colors. That's all you need to know, is that she showed her true colors. Nobody's perfect in this world. Everybody goes about things a different way. She handled it very immaturely. That's all that it goes down to, that she was immature and that you saved your money and that you weren't silly enough to send money to someone that you've never met. Point blank, period. That's what it goes down to.
So we're just trying to say is that the plights of men are not highlighted as much as the plights of women. Is what we're trying to express a little bit. Yeah. Yes, there are different types of women, there are different types of men, but whenever I bring up things like that, it is immediately shut down. That's the only thing that we're trying to convey.
But as women, we've always been the minority. So I feel like that's also what you have to understand too, coming from that. As women, we have always been the minority, especially, and don't let you be a woman of color. You're always going to be the minority. As men, y'all are always going to be. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree a little bit now, only because on those forums, I'm on those pages, I'm in those live streams, and I see the views, I see the voices, and I disagree. It's your voices are way stronger now than they have ever been, and to the point where
way stronger now than they have ever been. But that doesn't mean that they're the strongest. You get what I'm saying?
They are though if it influences male behavior, because men operate based off of female desire at the end of the day, because men are drawn to women. We are operating this way because women are showcasing their actions towards the majority of men. That's why the majority of men, average men, I would say, are experiencing negatives from women, and they're talking about it and they're posting it on the internet. Girls, the ones that are good, like you, right? I would say you're a good woman, right? Look at what we're experiencing and what we're talking about, and we'll go, okay, well, it's the same on both ends. Like, okay, that's true, but at the end of the day, someone that has pancreatic cancer doesn't want to hear from someone that has lung cancer, hey, well, we all have cancers. Like, I have pancreatic cancer, I want to talk about pancreatic cancer. And you don't have that type. So let's talk about what we have to say a lot. Because I'll bring it up, and then girls will shut it down because they'll try to compare and contrast. And it's like, yeah, you can compare and contrast. But just like women want to have their say, men should have their say too. That's my point.
I think everybody should have their say. But again, I say with all this to say, as us being content creators, let's all be mindful about where we're going out. Like, for example, even when I kept my mouth shut, even with the Palestinian-Israel situation, I feel like, honestly, yes, we are taking money out of our country or whatever the case may be, but we need to be also worried about what's happening within our country right now with ICE. So I think, honestly, there's just so many different things that we could say. I think as content creators, we should just continue to have these deep conversations, show up for one another, help each other out, respect each other no matter what, and just keep it pushing.
That is true, though.
So, Rainy, are there any more questions, or are we done? Only because I gotta ask, because it's like almost midnight in New York City.
Yeah. You can ask.
Yeah, it's already gonna be 11.
We almost done. We've been streaming for 2 hours, literally, y'all. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Throw it in the subway bag. Wrap it up.
Yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes is crazy.
And late in New York.
Yeah, one more question before we go, Black Spider.
It's late over here in CT too.
I got 1,000 clips.
Oh, you in CT? Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your question, Black Spider?
Ladies, y'all are beautiful. Y'all are amazing. I just want to say y'all all are so beautiful.
Thank you.
And amazing.
Thank you.
Precious, you as well.
Like, happy to hear every single one of our perspectives. Rainy, thank you for being an amazing friend and having me on here. I appreciate you. Black Spider Guy, I appreciate your perspectives and you being respectful the whole way through and still standing on your ideologies. Gotta respect it, honestly. But yeah, it was nice seeing y'all.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
But yeah, Spidey, what's your last question for
Nice meeting all of you guys.
Before we go, what's the last question?
The last question?
Yeah, I thought you had a question or something. One more thing.
No, I didn't.
No, we were asking you if you had any questions.
Okay. All right. This is not really a question, but this for like goals. What do y'all see yourself in the next year, like before 2027, ladies? I'm gonna start with you, Adrian. I'm gonna go by list so we can, not talk over each other. What about you, Adrian? You go first.
Stepping out of my comfort zone and getting more into content creation and getting into more of my YouTube page and actually posting more and collabs and collaborating more with other people, and then growing more financially.
That's good. I like that. What about you, Cheeto? We'll call you Cheeto.
Definitely started going like financially first. I did get me a good little job. I'm not really taking the content creator serious too much, just because I got like I'm an RBT, I'm behavioral technician. That's like my main focus right now. I like working with kids. The content creator is just like a little fun thing to do. But yeah, I do want to just like just like everyone's doing, I want to like get out of my shell a little bit more. I'm very quiet. I need to be out there. I know, Rainy, you said something about start acting already. I am going to. Hopefully that works out for me because I never done it before.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, hopefully everything will like, level up.
I like that. Step out your comfort zone, you know. What about you, Faith, looking like you finna go to a funeral? All right, what about you?
She looks
Faith?
She looks super cute.
Thank you. Continue to be consistent in content creation. Continue to be consistent in art. This is an art form. Goth. Continue to just continue.
Okay.
Keep going. More money, less problems, 50.
Yeah. More money.
Ching ching ching, where the money brings.
I like that because more people be saying more money, more problems, but you said less problems with more money. I like that. What about you, Tasia? What can you say?
For me personally, I'm just trying to have more of a structure for me and my children and build my voice more, and get back into tune with who I am and being happy so that my children are happy.
I like that. I like that. What about you, Ayana? What can you say?
Hopefully a year from now, I want to graduate from nursing school.
Nice.
So that's when I graduate next year.
You're gonna be working with Spidey.
That's crazy.
Well, I do currently work at a hospital now. I do physical therapy now, but
Nice.
I want to be a registered nurse. So, even though I do post consistently, I post like 5 or 6 posts a day. Like Rainy could tell you, like he sees my posts like almost every day.
She's growing fast though. You're growing on Instagram very fast. You were just at 20,
Literally.
you was like 22K followers like last week. Now you had like 30 something K. You're growing fast.
Yeah. So hopefully I get to at least like 400, 500K followers next year, possibly more.
You will.
Yeah, manifesting that. Save money, go on trips. I want to travel more. I'm going to Houston this year. My friends asked me to go to Vegas this year also, so I'm gonna go there.
Nice.
My friends, they also want to go to Bali, so trying to go to Bali like September,
That should be
October.
fun.
So yeah, but yeah, about it.
Yeah. Precious in Texas though. I'm not gonna say we're apart, but Precious, you go. You can go.
I graduated.
I can tell you, I'm gonna be
with
in
my
Houston, but
bachelor's. I'm a Houston girly. I'm an H-Town girly. So let me know. Connect with me, and we can maybe go out and do something. But I graduate this year with my bachelor's. I'm studying right now for my LSAT to get into law school, hopefully. And just my goal is to continue to be prayerful and continue to grow my relationship with God, to continue to make amazing connections with different people and grow on my platform and build my community more and consistently post and just be happy and be more at peace this year. That's what the goal is, to be happy, more financially free, to continue to help other women, people, businesses, grow my businesses and just be at peace and with God. That's the goal.
Love that. Love that. I'm happy. And Mia, what can you say, Mia?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, definitely spend more time with my parents, mom and dad, and my family. And like Precious said, grow my relationship with Christ more. And then second, I definitely want to move up to a director role in my firm. I would love to do that. And then third, I would love to purchase land in Phoenix. So I'm in California right now, but I would love to do it in Phoenix. So yeah.
Love that. Love that. Adriana, what can you say, Adriana?
I already went.
Oh, you did. That's everybody. See, look, I'm acting
Who's
so.
Spidey Man?
really
Just Spidey Man.
I am gonna look. I am gonna
Spidey
Spidey.
guy.
Look, I was gonna get Spidey.
The black Spidey
I was
guy.
gonna let the woman go.
And yourself.
Look,
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna let the woman go first. Okay, I was gonna ask Spidey as well. I was letting the woman go first. My bad, I forgot. Adrian, you did go first. Okay, it's a lot of women in here.
So
yeah, go Spidey.
I'm going to the Philippines next month for a month because I want to do some filming throughout Asia. So I'm gonna be doing that. Then I gotta go to Vegas. My friend has like a TV studio now to go on his podcast. He has some people on the West Coast that he wants to do some footage with. I guess that's cool. I like my job. I work 3 days a week. So, I mean, I don't really have any career focus more so. I just invest a lot of my money in crypto and in the stock market. I'm hoping that XRP and my other investments do well. Trying to make a couple mil. I really would like to buy like land, but my parents are giving me the house. So it's like, I mean, I just help my parents with the mortgage that I already have a house, technically, me and my brothers. So it's like, we're going to rebuild that. That's in Connecticut. And then also, I mean, I was thinking about, I'm already doing really well with social media. I already have a really big platform already. So, I mean, if I get more followers, cool. If not, I really don't care. I mean, I'm growing really fast on TikTok again. I'm going to hit probably 200,000 again soon. I already have like 300 and something thousand on Instagram, but whatever. And I don't really care about how many followers I have. I just want to help people. And I like making silly content against like crazy anti-male stuff. Also, I've been doing more content that helps with women more. I've been trying to incorporate more female stuff into my videos because people have been kind of like, oh, do you hate women? And it's like, no. But to showcase that we don't, I have to kind of show both sides. So that's what I've been trying to do more of. And probably just collab more and go to another country because after I go to Asia, I would like to go to Africa, but I don't know because there's so much unrest right now between America and Africa right now. So I don't know. Probably go to Africa next year then.
That's cool. Go to
That's
Philippines.
about it.
I got family. My cousin living in the Philippines, so I know that's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna be out there for a month, so hey, let me know.
Yeah, I want to go there too, though. I have to go out there, but besides that,
You guys should put your handles down here too.
Yeah, I gotta go travel, man.
Get your passport.
Yes, everybody put their
No, I don't have my
handles.
passport. I was supposed to get. I need to
Yeah,
get
send me
one.
handles.
You know why? I'm supposed to. Me and Adriana, we always talk about getting our passport because Adriana, she went to
I have my passport. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, she waiting on me. We, like I said, Precious. She went to Miami last year. I know I need a passport. It's cheap. It's only like $100, $200. But Precious,
I paid like $160 for mine.
yeah, that's not that bad. But Precious went to Miami with me last summertime, and then Adriana, she just went to LA with me in
October.
October. Then
Last October.
Yeah, then she came to my house in December. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other girls.
Where do you live again?
I live in a bad place, St. Louis, Missouri, bro.
You live in Missouri?
There's nothing out there.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Adriana, is it that bad?
No, it's not too bad actually. It was cold when I went, but I mean, it's not bad. They have good food. The vibes were there. People were nice.
I mean, if
like
you put a bunch of content creators together, bro, I'll fly to Missouri like next week or whatever.
Yeah.
To go to Chicago.
Chicago. That's why I want to go to Chicago.
Chicago's cold, bro.
It's cold over there. It's cold over there.
And guess what, Black Spider? You in New York, right? Because I want to go to New York, though. That's crazy.
I want to go to New York.
Faith is in New York.
Yeah.
Faith is in New York. Do some content.
I'm going
with Faith.
to New York next week.
Yeah, you do some content.
Oh
with
shit,
Faith.
she's beat us.
Yeah.
The city is cold as hell right now, bro. So let's wait for it to get
I
warm.
went for spring.
Yeah,
Yes,
wait till it get
spring,
warm.
summertime is the best.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Summertime
It's
in
too
Chicago
cold to
is
be
fun too.
Yeah.
Rainy, what's your
I was
goal?
actually collaborating.
You want to tell me
there,
my goal?
thanks. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, what's your goal for the year? We heard everybody else's.
All right, my goal of the year is I'm very impressed by Spidey, not to like cut myself off, but I see Spidey, when I first met you, was like 50,000 followers or something. Now you at 300K now. I took a break personally. I quit off Instagram. I came back around like.
Just a very consistent man. That's all. Once I start something, I can't stop. That's just how it is.
That's how I am too, because I was at 190K followers on Instagram in like November, and I remember I was with Adriana, and I said when I come back home, I'm gonna be posting every single day.
You did. I watched you grow. You went from like 100 and something up to like 200 and something followers. So
just being
or
consistent.
1,000 followers. So you worked
crazy
consistently,
algorithm.
bro. from the time I met you till
They
now. You did grow.
Yeah, what you say, Black Spuddy?
They changed the algorithm a little bit though over the years. I've noticed, so it's a little bit more difficult for bigger pages to grow.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Yeah, IG changed the algorithm. They deleted. Remember, they went through that whole ban wave where they deleted thousands of ghosts. They deleted a whole bunch of bots, a whole bunch of ghost accounts, and they are still getting rid of some people too. But
yeah, they are. He is right. But my goal, honestly, I love social media. I mean, I've been doing. Y'all probably don't know this. I've been doing social media since I was like 12 years old. I'm 28. But I took a long break. I was doing YouTube when I was a kid, but I took a break. But my goal is by end of March, 500,000 followers on Instagram. YouTube, just building my YouTube up like I did. I mean, I'm on the second channel. I'm trying to get a second YouTube plaque. I already got one, but I'm trying to get a second. Trying to get on my other channel. I'm trying to get a second plaque. That's my other goal. But besides that, like you said, investing in crypto and stuff like that, and just investing, honestly. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Just
yeah, man, get into learning how to compound that interest, bro. Savings accounts are dead.
Yeah, that is true. It is dead. Really.
I'm trying to invest too, so
I'm gonna be honest. I did make a lot of money around COVID. It was around like the AMC and all that stuff. Around like
invest in those companies.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I made around like 10,000 around that time around COVID. It was like. What was that?
Back when they were doing that whole like $2 to $60 pump and dump thing.
Yeah, I was making money. I ain't gonna lie. I was happy. I was like, I'm rich, but I'm not. You know, I was making 10K. I thought I was gonna be on. I was happy. I ain't gonna lie. I was really happy, but I made good money around that time. But you still gotta pay taxes, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know for the people who got 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Content creators have an LLC. If you're thinking about being a content creator, have an LLC. That is so important, guys. Especially if you're making a lot of money.
Yeah, you don't have to
have an LLC and then just put it under that, or what?
Having an LLC, having your brand as an LLC, and having it like, for example, if you have say you're making money and you have it as an S corp, they're gonna eat it up in taxes. So make sure you have an LLC to protect your money. So your taxable dollars, like you'll just save a lot more money just having an LLC, and it protects your brand a lot more too. So
when you put the brand, do you put it under as like your actual handle, or do you make it like something else?
Whatever you want it to be. Like for me, my LLC is under my handle.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just whatever you want it to be personally, whatever you think it wants to be protected. Like, because you can always have DBAs or whatever the case may be, but having like your main brand under your LLC is super important if you are making a lot of money.
But yeah, that's it, Red. We can wrap it up. Y'all did an amazing job.
Guys, put your handles in the chat. I would love to follow you guys.
Yeah, put handles in the chat. But besides that, man, follow all each other on social media. We stream for 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is crazy.
It's almost 3 hours. Holy shit.
Almost 3 hours.
Oh, real quick.
Wait.
You hit your goal. That was your goal.
What you gotta say, God in the camera without the camera? Because I know you think you from the chat.
Oh, bro. Okay, well, I don't got a camera, so I hate to say that I don't have a camera. But dude, I hate Discord. Me personally, I was trying to get here for like 45 minutes. I was really hoping that you use StreamYard because I'm better with that than Discord. So it was just a whole hassle to try to get my mic connected to this. I hate that I missed the topics. I was really interested in it. Are you gonna do this like again sometime next week or something?
If I don't do it next week, I would do it after that week. So probably in 2 weeks, I will for sure. And I will have, I would have it more control. Meaning I will mute people next time. I don't know why they think not to mute. People was yapping, especially the younger people.
You muted me.
I should have muted at the beginning.
I'm the one who got muted.
I muted Tasia a lot though.
Yeah, you kept going in.
I was trolling Tasia.
You don't like me. Rainy is mean to
Cap, that's Cap. I was meeting her on purpose.
And apparently, I'm insecure and an OnlyFans girl. But you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
They just mad. They mad your body T and they can't get in from outside the club, baby.
Yeah, they can't get in.
No, that's not the issue.
See, and then the fact I'm like, I don't even do OnlyFans, but like, I'm glad you think I'm attractive enough to do so. Hallelujah.
That's
well,
good.
Guys.
Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna be
all right,
clipping
guys.
this.
See you around.
I'm gonna be clipping this.
Hey, guys.
So be ready. And I'm one more thing. If you want if you want some videos or clips, just ask me I can send you clips, or
Please clip for me
or
if you can.
or if you want to.
on IG.
You said what? Black Spotty.
Just hit collab on IG and then I'll post it on my page.
Yeah, or also, if you want to like clip on your own, just go to my YouTube channel, Rainy TV Family, not the regular YouTube, Rainy TV Family, and go to the live stream section and just start screen recording because I'm gonna keep the live stream up. So I'm just letting y'all know if y'all want to do it that way because there's some pieces that I probably ain't gonna.
All right, bro.
Peace out, y'all.